Stand by 12.
Stand by.
I roll 12. 12 is up. Stand by. Remote 1 late.
Okay, stand by. This is WNDN.
Stand by. Remote 1 late.
Comes first.
Q late. Stand by 11. Stand by Terry.
Uncle Live at Ray Stadium, the home of Mississippi State Games.
11.
I'll have the story coming up.
Q Terry.
And officials
Stand by,
from the
number two.
multi-million-dollar Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Center are almost set to award design bids.
All right, two's up.
Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. I'm Terry Graham.
And I'm Alexa Rushing.
Super L.
The State Games are about to get
Stand by
underway.
late, big screen
and
TV.
Local businesses are seeing dollar signs.
You bet they
Stand by
are. The
late
games
TV.
generate big money and tourism for Meridian and Lauderdale County.
And I said big screen. Stand by remote 1 late. Stand by remote 1.
Site of this year's Mississippi State Games. Good evening, Lake.
All right, Q late.
Good evening,
Remote
Terry.
1.
Well, everyone will be noticing the athletic impact
Super
of
L.
the State Games.
Stand by,
It's the
10 package.
economic one
Stand
that will
by,
affect
10
Meridian
package.
the most. Every year, the State Games bring in millions of dollars into our area.
I roll 10. It's up.
It's just a phenomenal weekend for us.
Mid 30.
Between the
Off
colors gold,
that
silver, and
is the
bronze,
LQ.
businesses in Meridian are seeing green. Restaurants and hotels in the area are
Yeah.
preparing for thousands of visitors for this year's 13th annual State Games.
Definitely an opportunity for us to be good public relations to the rest of the state, to showcase what Meridian has to offer.
According to Mississippi State
Hey,
University,
Patrick, does
the
he have an
Games brought in
interview?
$5.5 million in 2002.
got it? Okay.
This year is expected to be similar.
They're staying in our hotels, they're eating in our restaurants, they're shopping in our shops, in our malls.
Out.
So of course, we have such a
1 more
great,
minute.
you know,
Off
expenditure
that
during
is the
the time the
LQ.
State Games is going on. So it
Going back
definitely
to remote
helps
1.
the remainder of the year when things aren't happening.
The biggest moneymaker during the
In.
State Games. In fact, every hotel in the area
Out.
is half full, and there's a waiting list. 2 hotels, the Baymont Inn and the Holiday Inn Express, are preparing for record numbers.
We could probably
In.
sell as many as 500 to 1,000 more rooms.
30 seconds.
We have just there in Demopolis, Alabama, that are calling many rooms. We have just there in Newton.
It's the one weekend that every single hotel in Meridian is booked.
The bulk of the money generated for the county is from a hotel tax, which helps fund projects in the city and county.
It has a great impact.
10 seconds.
Tax revenue
Off
brought in from
that.
the hotel.
Stand by. Remote 1 late.
In Lauderdale County,
Stand by, remote 1 late.
2.5% bed tax that's placed on our visitors that stay in our hotels. So our entire office is funded off that.
All right, Q late.
Now, tourism
Stand by,
also
Colonel
plan
one,
other
Center Terry,
celebrations
stand
during
by,
the same
Terry.
times as the State Games, such as the Juneteenth celebration. They believe that putting these things together will help generate more interest for each event. Terry?
All right, Terry's up. Stand by late.
Talk to many
Remote 1.
restaurant
Stand by
owners
late.
today, and it's just a given here that they are elated with so many people visiting the Meridian area, right?
All right, Q late. Keep it
Going
all
to
tucked in and
restaurant to
then
restaurant
left the
today,
box
I've
on
noticed
1.
that there were
There you
trucks
go.
outside each one delivering
A little bit more to
food.
the left.
Now,
There you
this
go.
isn't just an everyday thing that occurs. They had them brought in just for the workload that's going to be following for this.
Going to
weekend.
number 1,
There's
Terry
gonna be
next.
so many
Stand by,
athletes
Terry.
that are going to be coming in to
On
eat,
box.
plus their relatives. Terry?
All right, Terry's
All right,
up.
very good. Thanks so much, WNDN.
Stand by, let me go. Stand by, let me go.
Stadium. Directors for the Mississippi Arts and Entertainment Center
Hold
are
on.
expected to
It's
award
up.
bids for architectural designs next month.
No tag.
Firms from
Staying
all
on 1
across
box,
the
Terry.
US
Number 2,
are in the
Clear
running for
box
the
on
$55 million
Alexia.
project to be built on 175 acres surrounding Bonita Lakes. Officials expect this center to be completed within 5 to 6 years. The center will feature an indoor concert hall, amphitheater, performance spaces, and studios, a Hall of Fame for
Stand by, 1
Mississippi
Terry.
artists, a Choctaw
Stand by.
Cultural Center, and an artist-in-residence village.
1's up.
Meridian Police is
Stand
still
by, 12
investigating
yo.
what they call a mysterious
Roll
death
12.
of an
12's up.
elderly woman. Investigators have released the
No
name
tag.
of
Going straight to 2
83-year-old
box
Leora
Alexia.
Brooks.
Zoom in. Tilt
Brux's
up.
body was discovered yesterday at her home, the Old
Alright,
Comfort
pick up some
Place
more.
Apartments. An autopsy will be
Yeah, pen
performed
right.
tonight in Jackson.
Stand by, Alexia.
Results are expected to show if Brunson died by natural causes or if she was murdered.
IQ.
Meridian is
Stand
one
by,
of 6
TPO.
Mississippi cities to host public hearings on the state's plan to
Roll
trim
10.
the Medicaid
10's up.
rolls. The first
It's
hearing
in.
is
No
next
tag.
Tuesday
Stay on
at the
Alexia.
Mississippi State Extension Service Center Senior Citizens Program in Tupelo. Other forums will be held in Columbus, Hattiesburg, Gulfport, and
Stand by,
Greenville.
2.
The hearings are sponsored by a coalition of health advocacy groups.
Who's up?
The U.S. Navy plans to
Stand by,
remove
limb
search
package.
and rescue a number of military bases, and NAS Meridian is on the list. Bases are set to lose their choppers by July 30th if no action is taken. But NAS has worked out agreements and received help
Stand by,
at the
package.
national level to keep the helicopters here.
Stand by, left.
We have more from WMDN's Nicole Oliverio.
11. What's up?
Should be center coming back.
Yes, center camera 2, box on 1.
And soon.
Just recently, the Navy has made the decision to go the way of the United States Air Force and get
Out.
down the organic search and rescue at the bases where it
You go
makes
ahead,
sense to
Chief
do so.
The Department of Defense is looking to save money in their budget, removing helicopters from some bases across the U.S.
Pilots and student pilots are worth more than $3.5 million if they were to eject from an aircraft.
I a little bit more left on the
Or
tape.
search and rescue is used to rescue down airmen or transport civilians to hospitals.
This issue has made its way
In.
all the way up to the
There you
national
go.
level. Senators Trent Lott and Zach Cochran
Out.
have proposed an amendment to the defense authorization bill that could have a major impact here at NAS.
In. 1 more minute.
Any different
Out.
missions.
Standard out cue. Take it on 2 center, then go on that.
NAS is
To Camera 1 box Terry.
National Rescue System in Langley, Virginia.
We've also have a signed letter of agreement with the Mississippi Army National Guard to provide search and rescue missions there on the conference. We did have an objection. We have another capability that is local here.
But some worry that time and the lack of equipment could place pilots in
30
grave
seconds.
danger.
We do not carry SAR equipment or special hoists or rescue
Stand
radios.
it out.
Contact our
Take it 2
local
center, then go in 1 box Terry.
Helicopters at NAS are equipped with the best.
In here, we have climbing ropes, climbing gear, tree spikes, belts,
In.
carabiners, and things like that. So if a pilot gets stuck in a tree, we're able
Out.
to climb up and extract them out.
If passed, the
10
Lockhart
seconds.
Amendment would stop
Stand it out.
the Department from removing helicopters.
Stand by 2 center, Alexia.
Eagle SAR capabilities could be
Stand
provided.
by.
Nicole Oliverio, WMDN News.
Q.
Other
Stand by
bases
1
on
Terry.
the list
Stand by
include
Terry.
Maine, Corpus Christi, and Pensacola.
Q.
Cadets from the
Stand by,
Navy
12,
Junior
yo.
ROTC compete in a drill
Roll 12.
competition today
It's up.
for the week-long
Stand
course
by,
at
10
NAS
full.
Meridian. The 4 platoons made up of 160 cadets competed in marching drills judged by NAS officers.
Stand by
Looked
10
at
full.
commander calls, how well the group followed, and appearance.
Out 10. It's up. In. Strive for excellence. Is the LQ. 10 more seconds. Stand by 1 Terry.
Also, this is discipline. We always want them.
Stand by.
We always want them to know how to work hard and live and strive for excellence.
Q.
The Bravo 2 platoon won today's competition.
Stand by left
Father's Day
baggage.
weekend is shaping up to be extra special for 2 local men. Both have been serving with the U.S. military overseas for an extended period of time, but the 2 men returned home to Meridian today, just in
Stand by
time
left baggage.
to spend the weekend with their families. WMDN Scott Satchfield has more.
Hold on. What's up?
Anxious moments were abundant today
Yep,
at
center
Meridian
camera 1, box on 2.
A large crowd gathered waiting for troops from the 185th Army Reserve and the 1181st Transportation Unit to arrive after lengthy deployments in the Middle East. Kathy Scott's husband had been gone nearly
Just a little
16 months.
weekend on camera,
She
change
says
a little
that
time.
will make this weekend all the more meaningful.
Oh man, it's wonderful. I mean, it's really, really special. It's the best Father's
Out.
Day gift that we could ask for.
1 more minute.
Sergeant
Stand it
First
out.
Class Henry Scott finally
Tagging on camera 1 center, then go on 2 box
over a year of
Alexia.
separation. He says the relief of coming home is overwhelming.
It's good to be home. Been on active duty for 16 months. I was waiting for a year, 3 days. And it's good to be back home with my family, all my friends, and thank God we made it back on safe.
This was an extra special homecoming for one member of the 185th, a father seeing his newborn baby for the first time. Landon Duke had been deployed since early January, and in that time he became a new father.
30
His
seconds.
daughter, Lana Marie, was born June 9th,
Stand it out.
like her dad's arrival, just in time for Father's Day.
Amazing. It's indescribable.
Duke says his trip home was a gut-wrenching and drawn-out experience.
It's the longest 3 days ever. Just couldn't get enough sleep, couldn't eat.
10 seconds.
Butterflies in my stomach.
Stand by 1 Terry.
I was getting very
Stand by.
Scott Satchfield, WMDN News.
And Q, stand by Alexia.
They are
Stand by
looking
Alexia.
forward to some well-earned R&R with their families.
All right, Q Alexia,
The
stand by
Democratic Party
Romeo.
of Oakdale County honors a man who
Roll call.
devoted his life to
Bows
the
up.
political
Camera one,
party.
mix a two-shot.
William Reed
Stand
has
by 10 full.
received the Lifetime Achievement Award for his work. Reed became interested in politics at an early age
Stand by
and has
10
been
full.
instrumental in establishing the Democratic Party in Mississippi.
Roll 10. Bows up. In 10 seconds. Needed 2. Is the LQ. Stand on Alexia. Go back.
Got together.
Stand by Alexia.
Decided we need to do.
All right, Q Alexia.
Reed has worked on many political campaigns throughout the state.
Stand
The
by
second
Lesbio.
annual Juneteenth Festival gets
Hold on.
underway tonight in
Stop.
downtown Meridian.
Yeah, center camera 2.
Juneteenth is a
Stand by
celebration
12
of
full.
the Emancipation
Tagging 2 centers in corner
Proclamation,
camera
and
1.
the day freedom was officially proclaimed for slaves.
Stand by 12
Organizers
full.
say there is a full slate of fun scheduled for this
Full
weekend.
12. It's up. It's in. 10 more seconds. 9 to 9 is the LQ. Stand by 2 Alexia. Stand by Alexia.
Playback recording artist Walter Mack, and there are headliners, and they'll be on about 9 tonight.
All right, Q Alexia. Stand by
Tonight's
1.
musical
Both mics.
entertainment
Stand
will
by
take
1.
place at the corner of 5th Street and 25th Avenue.
All right, 1's up.
And coming up, meteorologist
Stand by,
Newscast
10
goes
go.
live at Ray Stadium with your full weekend forecast.
And roll
And
10.
American hostage Paul
Stop.
Johnson has
Stand by,
been
let me start.
executed by his
Stand by,
Al-Qaeda
let-
captors in Saudi Arabia. The story, WMDN News at 6, continues.
All right.
Live.
Stand by, motion
WMDN
control.
News at 6. Where local
And in 3, 2, 1, take it. Stand by 12. Stand by. Roll 12. 12 is up. Stand by. Remote 1, Nick. Stand by, Nick. All right, Nick's up.
Welcome back. We are out here live at Ray Stadium where the opening ceremonies for the 2004
Super out.
Games of Mississippi are set to begin.
Go to radar
In a
next.
few minutes, I've already seen athletes from all over the state start to file in. Fortunately, the weather is cooperating, or at least as much as it can cooperate, for early June. Let's take a look at
All right,
the
radar's
radar.
up.
See, those few showers are hanging around the area, especially just towards the southwest. Waynesboro getting nice little mover, also a nice little.
Give Nick 2 minutes.
Just towards the east of Livingston as well, just south of Interstate 20 and 59. A few showers were around earlier today. The almanac says we got 2/100ths of an inch of rain in the gauge at Keyfield. 91 degrees was your afternoon high. 74 your very warm morning low. We had those clouds coming. We've also got that very humid air mass in place. So on the day, we averaged 3.5 degrees above normal. Here's the satellite radar composite over the past 6 hours, and we see just a little disturbance, or remnants of disturbance that's been trying to push across the region pretty much all week. Still sparking off some of those showers and thunderstorms, especially with the heating of the day, but those, of course, will diminish now that we use the heating of the day. Now the sun is starting to go down. Big picture, national view shows that is about it as far as the southeast is concerned. No big surprises as far as the weather's concerned. Lots of warm heat and humidity, and we are seeing just a few thunderstorms start to fire up the sections of the south and central plains, but
1 minute to Nick.
not really much. Right now, the national load shows a cold front trying to push towards the south. Emphasis on trying to push towards the south. Tomorrow, that will move a little bit closer, and we are looking for it to stall out somewhere. We're not exactly sure where it is across the area. Somewhere. It's a game of inches at this point, a little bit too early to tell. So we're going to keep the rain chances in for tomorrow. However, Sunday, if the front stays to our south, well then we should be drier and less humid, if not a little bit less warm. If not,
30 seconds.
the rain chances in the forecast. For the rest of the evening, though, it's going to be another warm and muggy one with some patchy early morning fog. 72 degrees will be your low tomorrow. If you come out to see the state games, make sure you take lots of water with you, especially if you are out during the heat of the day. Expect increasing clouds, about 30% chance of afternoon and evening thunder showers. 90 degrees will be your high, but factor in the humidity, the heat index will be hanging around 100 degrees during the early afternoon. When we get that drier air in on Sunday, we do drop the morning low a little bit. Things will be a little bit more comfortable, but I'm a slight chance of rain in, just in case that front doesn't make it toward the south.
Stand by, remote 1, Nick.
Monday, we're looking at your regular scattered summertime showers and thunderstorms.
All right, Nick's up.
Appropriate for the first official few days of summer. That's a
Stand by, motion control.
We'll do that.
And 3, 2, 1, take it. Stand by. Q.
Welcome back, everyone. The deadline came and went, and American hostage Paul Johnson has been killed by Al-Qaeda militants in Saudi Arabia, who have chosen to blur the website images released by the terrorists
Stand by, 10
to back
package.
up their claims of cold-blooded murder. Harry Okita reports from Washington.
Roll 10.
Al-Qaeda militants
Minute 30,
made
stand
good on
out.
their threats and beheaded American defense contractor Paul Johnson, releasing graphic and disturbing website images. Earlier this week, Islamic militants had showed the Lockheed Martin contractor in captivity, saying they would kill him if Saudi Arabia didn't release all Al-Qaeda prisoners by today. The government refused, saying they don't negotiate with terrorists. In the days since his kidnapping, Johnson's family and friends in his New Jersey hometown tried to keep
1
hope
minute.
alive with prayer vigils, American flags, and yellow ribbons. His Thai wife waited anxiously in Saudi Arabia, pleading for help from American and Saudi leaders.
I never seen him have problems in the 10 years in here.
More than 15,000 Saudi security forces have been searching door to door and by air for Johnson. The FBI sent in a team of hostage rescuers to work with the Saudis. They had few leads and no contact with the kidnappers.
We, of course, totally condemn.
Did you get video, source video teams?
Yes.
Action that
30
shows
seconds.
once again what the world is dealing with these kinds of individuals who had somebody or murdered somebody in cold blood.
His family, who is now in seclusion, had repeatedly said Johnson admired and respected the Arab culture and people. They pleaded with his
10
kidnappers to let him
seconds.
go so they could be with him on
Stand
Father's
out.
Day.
Stand by through
Now,
Terry.
their worst fears have
Stand
come
by
true.
Terry.
In Washington, Terry Okita, WMDN News.
Q.
Stay with us, everyone.
Stand by,
Coming up
Bill.
in sports is lefty swinging it the right way at the U.S. Open, that is, and Colin Rickenbach
Hold on.
is live from the
Stop.
opening ceremony.
Stand by, Mr. Control.
Games.
And in 3, 2, 1, take it. Stand by 12. Roll 12. 12's up. Stand by Conan. Remote 1. Stand by. Q.
Welcome to Mississippi State Games 2004 WMDS Sports, taking the show
Super
on the
Out,
road
stand
tonight.
by, 10
We're in
to go.
high school's Parade Stadium for kickoff, opening ceremonies.
Harold, 10.
About 1,000
Up.
athletes, over 1,000 athletes,
In.
expecting to
Going back to remote 1.
part in the walk of athletes just at around 7:30. After all of the fanfare and festivities are done tonight, it's time to get
Stand by
down to
number
business,
1.
chasing gold and events from archery to canoe kayaking to weightlifting. I'm now going to
All right,
be
he's
joined
up.
by April Luke, the executive director of the state games. April, we have the Survivor team tonight. Talk about what people can expect from the state games over the summer.
Well, what it is, it's an event for the athletes. We try to make it so Olympic style that they feel like they're on top of the world. What we'll have here is a parade of athletes where the athletes come in representing their cities. They will walk around the track, come onto the field. We'll have a small welcome, and what we'll do is we'll have musical entertainment. After the musical entertainment, our bells out athletes of the year will bring our torch in and light the cauldron that burns for 2 weeks of the game. And what we try to do is a survivor thing. We started this morning at 6:30, and we're going to see who can survive all the way to Sunday. But really, we want the athletes to come in with a good competition, have good officiating, good participation, and see who can survive and get all the way to the gold medal on Sunday.
Talk a little bit about the interest this year. Obviously, the Olympics coming up in Athens. Is there any more interest this year than last year?
We do see an increase every 4 years when the Olympics come. People get in the spirit. They start feeling like, oh, I can do that. I'd like to come out and do that. So we do see an increase in participation. We
2
had
more
19
minutes left
athletes
for
short
segment.
last year, 5,200. We want to reach that 5,200 and go over. And we are expecting a large crowd here tonight. Our athlete count is up. As of today, we have 3,700 athletes registered, both weekends. We hope to have 2,000 to 2,500 here tonight
cut it
representing
out
cities
this
across
out.
the state.
What does it mean
Nope.
for Meridian to host an event like the state games?
It's large. It's very large. The economic impact that we get in 1998 started
Hey,
in
Patrick,
1998.
we may have to cut this segment a little bit short. Maybe.
So it's
Hopefully
a
not.
large impact on Meridian, and we have people every day saying, Meridian's outgrown this, can't you go somewhere else? No, we're going to keep it in Meridian. It's such a success for Meridian, and we're proud to have it here.
Well, thank you very much. Good luck for the
All right,
rest of the
stand
way.
by 11 Bill.
Obviously,
Stand
opening
by.
ceremony starting tonight at 7:30. Again, events kicking
Shifting
off
gears.
tomorrow, all week, all the way till next
Come on,
Sunday's
Con, get into it.
closing ceremonies. Shifting gears, the other
Stand
story
by, Bill.
dominating the headlines. Mississippi
Hold
State
on.
forward
It's up.
Lawrence Roberts deciding
Yeah, going to 12-4
also
next.
the NBA draft and return to Starkville
1 minute
for
per
his
segment.
senior season. Thursday was the final day for underclassmen to
Stand by,
remove their name
12-4.
from the NBA draft list. In one season at Mississippi State, Roberts averaging 16 points per game,
Stand by.
10.1 rebounds. With all the pro talk out of the way, Roberts is a hungry
Ball
dog.
12. It's up. 10. Everything out there is the LQ. 10 more seconds. On paint next. Stand by paint. Just give me some music on paint too. Stand by paint, music calling. Stand by paint, music calling.
I just want everything out there.
Alright, paint's up.
High
Paint
school sports
music.
news, Southeast
Going
Florida
to
introducing two
Remote one
coaches
next.
last night. Johnny Patrick coming over from Sumter County in Alabama, 22 seasons.
Hey, just wrap.
He's got 5 state titles to his credit. He will take over the Tiger basketball program. And then
Stand by
Chuck
one.
Butler, 15 seasons
Make
down
sure.
at Biloxi. 306 has 161.
Wrap.
And a Class 5A state title.
Alright, Collins up. Stand by mesh control. 3, 2, 1. Take it. Alright, time's up. Stand by mesh control. 3, 2, 1. Take it.